Hey family, how are you guys doing? Hope you're good. Yeah. Welcome to Phie.Love Intuitive Conversations. If you like my content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any negativity, please do keep it on your side of the street, okay? Cool. So, today I'm being guided to bring up the topic of, one second. To bring up the topic of how aware are you of the types of interferences that take place when you're trying to make a decision, when you're making choices? What kind of people oppose you? Are you opposing, and are you an interference when certain people want to make choices for themselves and their lives? How are the interferences around you affecting the way that you make choices? And when I talk about these interferences, I mean things like judgment on the outside, whoever you're consulting, their ability to respect you making your choices. Are your choices based off of interferences of emotions, or are your choices something that are based off of acceptance? Do you make a choice because you've reached a point of accepting something, or are you making a choice because you're triggered and emotional about things? Have you got interferences such as criticism that influence your ability and your process of making your choices? Or are interferences such as the need for wanting support over choices, for your choices, and after you've made choices, are those also forms of interferences that are playing a role in how you make your choices? And when you think about those things, are you somebody who puts other people in your life in that position of having to go through your interference with how they make their choices? Because if we're all in a place to understand that we have our own life path and our own life journeys, what is it within ourselves and within other people that make it okay, or where we welcome the interference of choices, or the interference in choice making, decision making, through all these aspects that influence which way a decision or a choice is going to go, regardless of whether someone is a part of the choice, whether you're a part of a choice someone is making? How are these interferences affecting you? And had these interferences not been present, do you ever consider maybe where else you would have been if your choice would have been different? If you didn't get the opinion of Lillian over there, and you didn't consider the criticism of that group over there, and the next person didn't care or worry about how you would care about their choice. Have you got control issues? Are the people that you exist around people with control issues? Are your choices made around your sense of entitlement? Are your choices made around other people's sense of entitlement, who believe they deserve, to have a say and a portion of what your decision process or making would be to make a choice in a time frame or whatever it might be? What kind of things are interfering with your choice making, your decision making? And are there things about you that are interfering other people around you in the way they make their choices and come to their decisions? Are you somebody who feels like you are entitled to be a part of someone's choice making and decision making? And if so, why? Have you got control issues? Are you worried about what someone's future outcome of a choice they make is going to be for themselves? Or are you worried about how someone's choice is going to affect you or take away from you? Or is your entitlement maybe, or fear of not being included in something, putting you into a position of wanting to be in control of how someone around you is making choices? Or is there someone around you who is exercising themselves in that manner over you? These are all interferences that have a big impact on the outcome of our choices, the outcome of our own personal direction that our choices are, or our ability and will and gift to make our own choices. It has a big impact on where those choices take us, and how authentic and how truly ours our life path ends up being, or turns out to be. I hope what I've been saying is making sense. So take some time to think about whether you're taking charge of your situations and your choices, or if you maybe have some inner work to do regarding how much you trust yourself to make your choices and follow through with your choices without having the influence, interference, or input of something or someone on the outside. How secure are you within yourself to make your own choices and move forward on those things? And if you're someone who tends to have a lot of input in how people around you are making their choices, is entitlement your issue? Is ego your issue? Is a fear of being left out your issue? Is you wanting to have control over every outcome your issue? Is it the issue of the people around you? And if so, if you've recognized it now, maybe not paid much attention to it, in the past, and because it's just how, it was normal for you to live, and you recognize how, people's interferences are actually affecting your choice making. Have you got the, what's the word I want to use? Have you got the strength and the sturdiness within yourself to stand up and be like, moving forward, no, I actually don't need your input in my choice. I can decide this for myself. This is the direction I want to go. And should I need your input on my experience, I will consult you. But I'm actually pretty secure in deciding something, a time frame, making a choice, making a decision, and moving forward and taking accountability and responsibility for whatever the outcome of that choice or decision is going to be. Getting to that point, if you haven't been there or haven't really exercised that aspect of yourself much, takes a bit of practice. It does. Because one has to first recognize and establish whether you trust yourself enough, whether you're secure enough. And getting started on it starts with a bit of anxiety, which is completely normal. But as you get into the swing of, depending on yourself, making your own choices, recognizing where the interferences are, recognizing where, you've been giving outside factors too much of your consideration in your choices, and where it is that you would like to go, or, where you started off thinking you're going, and somehow it's adjusted itself because everyone else's energy, influence, projections of fear, or whatever else might be that you've let in on your decision making has influenced the trajectory of where maybe your insights have been trying to guide you to go. And it's not just people doing that on the outside. You can be an individual who also has insecurity issues that is doing that to others on the that is doing it to other people, crippling other people, making other people feel incompetent within themselves, or other people making you feel incompetent within yourself, and interfering with your ability to feel secure in your own decision making skills and in your own life experience and learning, and experiencing what it is to make a mistake, make a wrong choice for yourself, and clean it up, fix it up, and get up and keep moving, and live, learn, and do it again the right way for you. Where are you taking people's lessons away by interfering in their choices? And where are people taking your lessons away? And maybe you haven't been very, aware of it, but don't be okay with people taking away your ability to become strong, your ability to learn, your ability to get ahead and make your own choices. I know one of my first videos, if you go down the list in all the videos I've uploaded, talk a lot, there's one of them that talk about the choice making from a different perspective, but yeah, I'm focusing more here on the interferences. What are the interferences that you allow to take place when you're making choices? And sometimes it's not even people around you. Sometimes it's just the influence of certain things on your phone, triggered emotions from scrolling. Maybe you're in the middle of making a big choice in your life, and you've gone through scrolling some bullshit on your phone, and a choice that would have probably gone this way, after scrolling on your phone and being influenced emotionally, triggered, or whatever it is, now takes a whole other turn that moves more into the mainstream way of doing things, or that is just a way that is being influenced by some outside factor. A lot of the time we do have all the answers within ourselves if we just trust ourselves and our own feelings and intuition and whatever else we've been blessed with as human beings to get through our own personal life paths on earth. So yeah, let's try and be aware of where our choices are being interfered with, where people are judging us or we feel judged for choices that we make on our own. Let's be aware of where we're affecting other people on the outside and their ability to make their choices and taking away from them. And let's get strong within ourselves, okay, and confident, because it's only going to benefit us in the end and allow us to be comfortable moving forward on our own authentic path without, considering a moment of judgment from someone on the outside whose judgment or criticism or interference lasts just a moment in their lives, and they keep it moving after putting their bullshit into your mind space, into your energy, and you're left with having a whole life of a choice that was made that you need to live through because of someone else's interference, and then you suddenly don't feel like you need to be accountable or like it was of your own doing because you allowed someone else to have a hand and a say and input in what was meant for you. I'm gonna pull a card and let's see what comes out. Yes. Yes, make your own choices. Let's see what the book has to say, okay? All the doorways are open for you, and the pathway is clear. Any previous obstacles have been removed. Keep a positive mindset about the situation to ensure the best possible outcome. When making your choices for yourself, be positive about them. Be positive about your ability. If you can think it, if you can come up with it, if you're in a position for yourself of where a choice has to be made, choose the one that is most positive with you and that will give you the best possible outcome for yourself. Never go with a choice where everyone inputs and projects their own idea of fear and projects all the negativities from their own experiences or what they think in your life and your situation could go wrong. Because we all have our own way, we all have our own energy. A choice that you might be able to handle brilliantly might not be someone else's strong suit. So you're going to hinder yourself and let that person's perspective, energy, projection, whatever it might be, hinder you from gaining something. Don't do that. Additional meanings of this card. The answer to your question is yes. This is a good time to make a move or change. Your prayers have been heard and are being answered. You have positive support for this situation. Keep the faith. So maybe someone out there who is watching this video needed to hear this card as well and get a positive answer to their situation. If they've been worried, needing a prayer answered or something. I hope this video has helped and has gotten you thinking a little bit, and if it's resonated with you, please do hit the like and subscribe button on your way out. If you haven't done on your way in, it doesn't cost a thing, okay? And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.